Yes! Namaste! Namaste, Big Cat! Welcome, or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your daily message or messages. Big Cat, oi! Psst, guess what? Your spirit, your good spirit irritates their demons. Good. They're trying to choke me, Scott. It irritates their demons. They don't like the fact that you what? You flipped from your tummy to your back. They don't like the fact that when you began to track them with your eyes, you was making plans within plans. They don't understand how lucky you are. How come things keep working for you? All when there was no way, Father God gave you a way, and they are pressed, pumped, and perturbed, and not necessarily in that order. Big Cat, the planetary energies today. The Sun and Venus retrograde connects today with Capricorn. Everything's going on in the Capricorn, darling dears. Capricorn, the 10th house. All about your careers, that's irritating them. Your long-term goals, that's irritating them. Why? Because you stuck to it like glue. They hate the fact that you've created a structure, some kind of stable foundation. Imagine that. They left you to live and survive off of saliva, and you did. Not only that, you patterned that bitch, and now you're getting what? Passive income, blood. Yes. Right. This is the most important day of the retrograde because it gives Venus the vitality and support needed to attain money. Skrilla.com, Big Pentacale, infinite choice. Love. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying love. Let it just hang there and permeate in the air, darling dear. Because you know, when you grab that love out of the air, it goes to self first. Please excuse me. And confidence, darling dear. Your confidence is on 1,000. What do you mean? You're the Big Cat, chosen of your lineage. Breaking generational curses. Finding that your own company in some cases is the best company you can be in. Why? Because you ain't fucking yourself over. You will not be stabbing yourself in the back, front and side. You will not be pilfering any of your Skrilla.coms from your self plan. Right. Mercury in Aquarius squares Mars in Taurus. Listen carefully before speaking. I've told you this many times, Big Cat. We respond. We don't react. And listening, not only with your ears, but with your third eyes. Actions speak louder than words. They're irritated by your light, darling dears. The light that comes from within. Why? That light took you to heights that you never believed you could achieve, and you never would. Why? Because you was working with the devil. As long as you was around those negative influences, right? Dragging a Big Cat down, making you feel like you're what? And mindless amobia. They're mad. Very, very upset and cross. Because not only do you survive, darling dear, you co-create in the name of Father God, Mother Isis. It wasn't easy. Many of you are still scared about making what bold moves. But you've only got one life on this Malkuth, darling dear. And the best days of your life is when you realize you've only got one life. They're mad you're still alive, bitch. Look. They're going to be mad you're breathing as well. Blood, let them be mad. Let them be mad outside the perimeter of at least 600 feet, darling dears. They're mad because you've tapped in and turned on, been accepted by your lineage, and are royal. Khaleesi or Khal, they understand that they are not worthy to be in your presence. So they take the time to what? Badmouth you at every turn. Why? Because they're at the bottom of the pot. They've been given a big ticket to be one of the pet cemeteryites. Those that try to get you into a bunk bed coffin with them. Hey! Oh! Yes, baby! You embodied the Bushido Reedy. Righteousness, courageous, compassion. The compassion had to start with self. You didn't know that you was dealing with the devil's strongest workers, blood. Littlefinger and Voldemort, right? Son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown. You always want to know what I'm blowing. That's it, mate. I won't show you again. I'll just tease you with it every so often. Namaste. Let's see who's in the chat. I'm still going to go back to Mercury in Aquarius squares Mars in Taurus. Again, I say, listen carefully. Listen carefully. Right? Kelly Palisano, fist bump. Wagwan, you're good, Kelly. All the way over there in Louisiana, darling dears. Who else is here? Kim, love my life. Kimmy, love my life. Wagwan. Pinky's up. Portia, see you. Mother Angel, Nicolette, Sharon, Speedy, Angel Love. Who else is here? Let me just move my... Yes, that's better. Dejemba, Louise, hello. Sammy, Clint Harlan, glad you could pop in, sir. Fist bump, wagwan. You ain't taking it from no one. Clint Harlan is our resident scribe. When he puts his words together, I have to get a mocha and sit up and prop myself up on my bed so I can laugh. He is one of the cranium sort. Got it in there in the grey regions, mate. Knows how to string a word or two together. And it all says exactly what we've gone through. Hey, J Real. Glad you could pop in. Who's here? Desiree Hall and Tima D. I see Del. Is it Delzac? Right, let's push on. Right. Before we get into the read, darling dears, I want to talk to you about what? Colonic irrigation. Bet you weren't expecting that. It's very important, darling dears. I told you. I was sent, right, by Father God Most High to make sure that no one that deserves a space at the good Lord's table is left behind and confused of eye and crusty of lip, because the scallower terrorize the corners of your mouth doesn't go with what you've got going on. Please excuse me. The colonic irrigation, darling, your colon is up to 5 feet, 157 centimeters long, and divided into 5 major segments. The rectum, the last anatomic segment. Said that all whilst in Mercury retrograde, darling. Anatomic segment. Bitch. Right. It's supported by the perineal and the mesentery. Right? The perineal is the part of the colon that has the flows. But let me get to the point, because I know I'm waffling on, and you're thinking, but Case, what has this got to do with them hating your shine? Listen, you'll see. Just all on, yeah? All on. The colon is where the body stores waste products ready for elimination. So it makes sense that our emotional and spiritual waste is stored there. And trust and believe, when you die with the waste you had when you first started taking solid food. You've got a bit of it. So you have to understand old emotions of unhelpful behavioral patterns, right? Unresolved anger that makes you ugly, old, bitter, and twisted, right? Is there. We store different emotions in different parts of the colon, right? In your ascending colon sits below your liver on the right-hand side of your abdomen. Energetically, your liver is a fiery organ. Hence, the ascending colon adopts some of the fire represented by unresolved anger. The transverse colon. I'm pressing on Scotty because you're going to learn this shiznai. The transcending colon, right, is for your what? Your anxiety and your worries. It's positioned right to left across your midsection. We generally feel what? The anxiety in the pits of our stomach. Everything is connected. I've told you this many times, Big Cat, and every time I need you to step up in an ascension level, I'll come through with it. You won't understand at the time, but it's necessary for you to do this. Right? The last bit of colon, right, which holds your sadness and fear, your descending colon, travels down the left-hand side of your abdomen from your ribs to your hips and is strongly correlated or correlates with feelings of sadness and loss. People that experience discomfort in that particular location, right, will benefit the most from a colonic cleanse. Bitch. I would not speak on it if I haven't been doing it. Yesterday I had my second course. And I thought that I'd be embarrassed because going into the room, I don't know this bitch. Who are you? And you're touching my posterior, let alone putting in foreign objects. I wasn't a fan of that. But my spirit told me to do the final stage. You've got to get rid of the accumulated darkness that's in your colon. When you go for a cleanse, it's not just about eating right. It's about your colon acting right, darling dear. And you don't want to take the baggage of what was put upon you or the circumstances you was jettisoned into when you came onto this Malkuf with you forever. I felt light. This second course made me cry. It did. I cried big tears. Woman, I don't know, she's probably used to it, mate. She just handed me tissue. You might feel as though it's a bit invasive, but good God, they've been giving it to you without Vaseline for years. And it's not even as big a pipe as you think. Anyhow, you'll find out if you go. But it's very important. And you take 3 courses of the colon irrigation. As it goes higher, with removing the waste, it will get darker in color and you will feel lighter and lighter. Not only that, some of you are storing up to 20 pounds of waste in your colon. Can't understand why your tummy's not getting flat. Can't understand why you're having these reoccurring skin issues. Why? It's toxic energies from past that you're still holding within you, darling dears. So clean it up. Okay? Because I don't want to fall out with you. Because I've already had you smacking the shit out of yourself for crying over a bottom feeder that needed to be gone. I know. Right, darling dears, let's call in the energies of guidance and protection. I've got my code mocha today. I'm drinking it through a straw. It takes a bit of getting used to, but I'm on it, Scotty. Let's call in the energies of guidance protection, darling dears, before we move on and see what's going on in these tarot streets as your light irritates those demons. Energies up. Let's dive in and see what peccadillos are afoot. Hello, Madam Michelle White. Are you good, darling dear? Glad you could pop in. I bet you thought I weren't going to turn up today. Ha ha! Fool you. Right. Let's move on, darling dears. We're going to see what's going on. What's so shiny in you, darling dears? That you are what? The talk of the town. Because you discovered the truth, darling dear. Look at this, she's naive. Pictures speak 1,000 words. While I was looking for you over yonder, mate, you were sneaking past with what, a light pack on your bag. You did the what, Erica Badu. You packed light, darling dears. You stand in the light of truth, darling dear. You live within said truth, and you realize that a bottom-feeding liar from the crevice of the devil's balls who comes to what perpetrate your cranium with F-shit and cognitive dissonance doesn't go with what you've got going on. Moving forward, this is about some of you had to sneak away from a situation. I'm also getting an older family member. Could be a father, could be a mother, sister, brother, somebody in particular. They're still looking in the past, trying to point out what happened to you in the past to make that be your ready, darling dears. Feeble-minded. Sweating like a field hand at the moment, and they don't know they're sweating. They're being sweated by your light. Base of the deck. Listen. No weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper. You are protected, darling dears. I tell you this many times. I tell you it's all the time. Your ancestral team chose you as the head of your lineage, right? So that you what? Clear all of their karma, your karma. They believe that your back was broad enough for that bitch, but they didn't give you what? A heads up. You had the heads up the whole time from your ancestral team, from Father God Most High, Mother Isis, in the shape and form of your birth natal chart. Until you understood it was so self-knowed that you was running black, and it was run through. You are cherished by the angels. Why? You are God's strongest worker. Why? You had the hardest lessons to take. The biggest lesson in every situation, darling dears, is love of thyself. Know thyself. Put God first. And everything will be taken care of. But then again, faith without works is dead like a dodo, darling dears. Protected. They don't understand how you managed to get out of certain situations that would broke a regular bitch. Let's get a soul card, darling dears. I've got 2 decks. I'll be understanding what exactly about you is irritating them, because I'm telling you, these what cretins, these creatures from the backwood looking like a whole-shaped bird, needing a perm and antibiotics. Your friendship, darling dears. Now they appreciate the loyalty, right? The support, everything you brought to the table from the nosebleed section, darling dears. They're seeing what type of friendship, what camaraderie, how you try to what? Mend situations with what? Those that were cold-hearted and mean. They were soulless. Now they're goalless and hating on your everything. You're this and that and this. When you lose a big cat as a friend, darling dear, be prepared for all sorts of what? Mental issues, mate. Your perseverance, darling dears. You don't give up. Many said to me, Case, when you started your channel, where did you get the courage? Baby, big cat, it never occurred to me that I would fail. When I first started doing tarot, I'd watched so many tarot readings. I've been learning tarot cards for years. And I tried to take on other personas, but you can't. I had to be me. And me comes with what? A gavel, a whistle, a red flag, a fan, right? And a number of other, what? Add-ons. But everything is truly me, because you have to understand, however I'm supposed to reach you, darling dears, I will persevere. And I found that humor is the best way, because some of you ain't happy, mate. You was in a situation that was unfunny. It wasn't funny, and it wasn't fabulous or gorgeous or lovely. If you can smile, darling dears, you can win. I teach you to smile at what they try to bury you with. I teach you to understand you was always above them. Always the professor of the puzzle. I tell you all the time, a burglar's never gonna break into an empty house, blood. You was filled to the brim, but you did not understand your certain je ne sais quoi. And they took advantage of it. And they're mad that you are still what? Striving. You are not surviving, you are a thriver. As you what? Tap in and turn on 5 streams of income. You've got peace, darling dear. You meditate, you eat right, you're clearing out your colon. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Cleaning off what? Past negative energies comes on many levels, darling dears. And some of you need to do the inner cleanse. I shouldn't say need, but it fell out. I meant once, but you know. Don't hold it against me. And if you do, I'll still be back tomorrow. Ha ha! What we got here? Bitch. What did I say? Big cat. Brah. Sisterine, look. The Wheel of Fortune on your side. In the upright, I might add. This speaks about change. Some of you are going on, I'm here in a boat cruise. Right? I'm looking at this slice of melon. Right? I don't know why I heard somebody's going on a boat cruise through the Mediterranean, darling dears. This also speaks about the change that's coming in your life. A fortunate change. They can't understand how comes you're always lucky. You're not lucky. You're blessed and highly favored, blood. Tell them to talk the truth. Hey! The melon speaks about what? Getting the slice you truly deserve, darling dears. The one that is divinely guided. This is why they're not happy. Some of you are making healthier choices. You've changed your whole body image. And you don't even realize it wasn't the fact that, yeah, you're working out, you're eating better, but it's being away from toxic energies, darling dears. Being able to sleep at night and kick your way out of the duvet like a 6-month-old. All of your needs being met. You can afford to eat the melon, mate. Why? Because you're the big cat. I can't make it up. Big Cat Chronicles continues as your light irritates their demons. They wanted you to fail, darling dears. These were merchants of slander. Jeremiah 9:4, tear on the balls of their feet. The ones that told out your deepest secrets. The ones that stood by while you went through Guantanamo Bay in a thong. Listen, I know, it gave all sorts of pictures. Well, it felt like it. It did. A cheap lace thong, I might add. One that crept up on you like a jigsaw. And it was them, their energies, they, them and They hate you because you can co-create. They hate you because you can stand alone. They hate you because you took on the role of mother and father of their progeny. They hate the fact, right, that your children respect you and theirs couldn't give 2 figs or 1 good damn. They're being what? Hustled on a daily basis by their progeny. And they hate you for that. They hate the fact that you get your validation from Father God Most High and no one or nothing else. They hate you for that. They hate you because you threw a vagina painted stick. And they chased that bitch. Hey! Oh! Let's get a room, darling dears, and see what else is going on. CB, hello. Dawn, Zindol Winston. That is a fabulous name and a mouthful. I hope you make them call you Ms. Hey! They hate the fact that you're glowing, darling dear. Why? One of the appointed, gifted. Many are called, but few are chosen. Look at your life, big cat. Look how you've what? Managed to bend the matrix. Go and do the colon irrigation to get rid of the last emotions. No ties to anything from the past. Please. Big cat, I can't even make this shit up. Look at this. Look! You balanced out. This is Ingus, the Emperor. I have never, in all of my over 20 years of tarot and runes, come across Ingus and, right, Bacana together. The Empress and the Emperor. Balancing out your everything, protector and provider, nurturing, abundant, knowing your worth. This is why they're irritated. They're irritated with the fact that you will attract whom truly deserves a seat at your tableau. Why? They're getting up from their table to sit next to yours, darling dear. They've got their own shit, and somebody who's got their emotions in the right place, not jelly but gelly. They hate the fact that you are what? Abundant. The Empress is what? Nurturing, a mother or a father, and you look after your children. You show them how to be an emperor or empress in training. They hate the fact that you're not living in Cardboard City, right? Out there selling matchsticks outside the train station. You the baddest bitch or garçon in them streets. Know this, big cat. What you came through was no easy task. And it's something that you have to what? Fight with every day. Fight with what you're saying, but what can your other worth, blood? The dark shadow side. I say you conquer that bitch on a daily basis. Make sure that you are not skating too close to the wind of what bottom feeding. Because they hate the fact that you can win. You learn to dance with the universe. In the words of Bob Marley, while they just got wet in the rain, you learned to listen to the sound of the universe, darling dears. You did that shit like a boss. Cat. I begs, if there's a crack, you won't fall back, because you know from you can get a purchase, you can conquer anything, more than a conqueror. How dare they, madame? But then again, someone has to clap, big cat, better than you. And they're not clapping for your greatness. No, babe. They're clapping and flapping. They're what? Those dark cake holes. They're gingivitis mouths, blood. Let them cluck. They're a chicken head. And you don't have the level of crumbs they need to survive. You don't. Right. We're going to go over the wisdom of the oracle chakra. Some days I can't remember the names, and the other day it just jumps into my mind. Melinda C., are you good? You facing this place? Let's get the energies. What's going on? What do we need to know? Because we know we got the haters. We're going to look at the two decks and see why your good spirit irritates the demons. Just need an oracle card on the deck. Thank you. What did I just say, darling dears? You are co-creating in the name of Father God Most High. Mother Isis, Big Cat, is on top of things. Right? Your common sense is on a tight rope. Why? Because if you go to the left and look back, you'll be scuppered. If you look ahead of you at someone who has achieved, right, what you intend to achieve, you'll be scuppered. You understand? Just stay in your lane, black. Stay in your lane. What's this in the background? I've never noticed those figures before. Where's my all-seeing tortoise? It's a woman. It looks like the Queen of Swords, blood. I've never noticed this. Oh, can you see? The woman with the blade, darling dear, pointing out how things are go. As you co-create. What's this? You're being hit by the serendipity, right? Infinite possibilities. A series of fortunate events. This is why you must pay attention to the signs and signals. Some of you are actually going ballooning. Good for you, mate. I'm not coming with you. I told you, I'm not a risky cat. Not when it comes to my own arse, mate. You will not catch me bungee jumping. You will not catch me wrestling with alligators in Florida. You will not catch me deep sea diving. You won't catch me bungee jumping, blood. And you won't catch me hanging with bottom feeders. How about that? Serendipity, darling dears. Your growth is about to be rewarded. This is about you being lifted to what? A new spiritual platform. Hang on, darling dears. Tight. We have the energy of the 1 and the 8 and 9 because you isolated yourself from the codependent and the crack-on crazy. Learned yourself, went into the DNS like a boss, came out with knowledge. Knowledge of everything, keyboard gangster. Knowledge of everything, darling dears. Especially about self. This is why you're about to be gifted by Father God Most High. You're going to be continually blessed in their face. Why? Sputnik will always be watching. Those hillbilly investigations against the big cat will always be launched because they want to get their echopraxicon, they, them, and that gave you 2 psychological disorders, blood. What were they? You're saying, Case, what was they? I'll tell you what they was. Pissanthropia. Trust nobody, blood. Pissanthropia. Right? And they gave you misophonia, where you can't be around those that you have to track with your eyes. Why? You hate to see them eating and breathing. They gave you 2 psychological disorders. So you must continue to give them love. Right. Perseverance, darling dears. Oh, what's underneath this shit? They envy your everything, your eyelashes, your waistline. They might, if you've got a beard and mustache, they hate the way you cut that shit. They got your name out in the streets like your name is Colonel Sanders. Listen, let them talk. They're only speaking to the other feeble-minded. Why? Because you're disciplined, darling dear. You disciplined yourself with many things. Food, people, your time, and your common sense, darling dears. Your flip-flop. I told you, you've got it like a field. You've been planting them bitches. You can rent them out like Airbnb. And it's your growth, darling dear. And the fact that you chose to forgive them. They hate just them. Hate your blood clot for that. Hey, what's underneath that? My lovely H. You're happy. Happy. And the dolphins are purported to be the most intelligent, right, mammal on the planet. Made me suck my 31 teeth, blood, and I told you I don't like doing that because it makes my Tourette's come out. Calm down, Case. Right, 144 in the chat. Fist bump. Many are called, big cat, but only few are chosen. You choose not to be a cum bucket. You choose not to be their personal ATM. You chose not to be their emotional tampon. You chose all of these things. And it's irritating their demons. Oh well. We've got 2 piles here. Pile A, or should I say the purple or the green, right? I'll timestamp it afterwards. We want to know why. What's the matter with them? Right? Haven't they got enough bad luck in their lives that they're trying to interfere with the big cat who's minding their own business? Nobody can mind their business like a big cat, you know. Nobody can mind their business like you, darling dear. You've made it an art as you continue the masterpiece of self. Whilst co-creating with Father God, Big Cat Chronicles continues. They eat your guts and they want to what? Slice into your existence or take a piece of what you've got. They want a donation, darling dears, of your energies, your time, your skrilla, your hairline, your good, seat of emperors and empresses. They want it. Well, in Jamaica we say wanty wanty can't get it. Get it no wanty. When them they get it, they never want it. No, they want it now that you're gone. Yes, baby, you're gonna get Jamaican, you're gonna get English. You will definitely get some of the Cockney. I'm a whole bushel. So what's the matter with them? What about you is irritating them? And why? Let's see. Solar plexus, your confidence, darling dear, right? They can't trick you with nothing. You've become extremely difficult. This is one of the things they're irritated about, right? You are they said you was difficult, but no, I say that's a lie. You are extremely difficult to be effed over, misled, right? Bullshitted, right? And lied to. Solar plexus, darling, their confidence. And they're still watching from the nosebleed section. Look at his face. Does this look like somebody who's happy and co-creating on their own? No, darling dear. They had to look up they had to lift up their false mask to see what you've got going on. This is the 7 of Swords, darling dear. And you have the solar plexus with a 3. Can we get any more of the Empress energy in this bitch? Your willpower, your strength, darling dear. Your determination, your courage, your drive, all of the above is irritating them. They want you to be brown bread so that they could come with their mask on to sing Amazing Grace. Bitch, you'll outlive them all. You will outlive them all, big cat. Let's see what else is their issue. Because they've got many. And most of their psychoses, right, have not been what? Catalogued. They are unmedicated. And they are loose on this Malkoof. Simpleton. That jumped off the what? Spiritual short bus. Whomsoever is spying with the wickedness. This is a liar and a cheating cheatara. A back front neck stabber. Somebody who got into your cranium, darling dear. With the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. Well, guess what? They've got the full brunt of Isaiah 48:22. Don't rest for the wicked, blood. Especially when they're launching their multiple hillbilly investigations. They even told others to spy on you. And when they spied on you, those people fell in love with you. Why? You exuded what royalty, darling dears? Your confidence, your assertiveness, blood. And the sock and the arm, solar plexus, is ruled by what? Archangel Michael, the baddest angel in the gang. Are you kidding me? The one that blows the trumpet of judgment and karma. Again, I suck my 31 teeth. What else about pile 1? I think this is the psychic tarot. Oh, it's a lot of shit going in. I'm going to take the top one. I'm not going to take all of the cards, right? Wherever they went, whatever they did. The black, when you see the card outlined by black, this is major arcana, darling dears. They're going through spiritual lessons and they're stuck in the DNS. This is somebody who's codependent, needs the strength of others in order to move and push through. This person is not successful in their life. And did I tell you that they were jealous? Envious of your everything. We already saw the envy. We normally see envy with a green eye, baby. No, it's burning with red. Why? They sit up trying to find out what you've got going on. They can't understand your perseverance, where they are failing and stuck in their life. You're not. This person has no care for others. They think about themselves. This is narcissist personified. They hate the fact that you're not stagnant and stuck, that you're moving forward. Whatever you're doing, darling dears, it's on target and in line with Divine's plan for you. They don't like it, them hate it. Well, I've already told you, for those that come with the hate, you give them a 9. Them hate you, well, you 9 them. 9 them! Yes! Let's get the rest out. What else for pile 1? Oh, fell off the back end. That your bitch. The fertility card on this deck is the Empress, darling dear. nurturing, abundant, knowing your worth, right? They hate the fact that you're healing. Some of you are healers. And I told you, you've all got spiritual gifts. We have different fields. Some are the same. Some are tarot readers. Some could be what? I don't know, a post office clerk. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, darling dear, you're abundant and you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of. This is about you what? Falling back and recuperating and resting. You're looking good. I told you, you've been doing a Benjamin or Benjamina buttons. And them don't like it. Some of them are what? Upset that you're rested during a pregnancy. They wanted you pressed, pumped, and perturbed so your baby could be a crying baby. Listen, let me just interrupt that and take some more of my cold mocha. A crying baby is something else, black. I never had a crying baby, but my son was I used to call him Bambino, Vomitus Bambino, right? 2 days after his born, mate, he never stopped vomiting until he was 18 months. Do you know how stressful that is? They want you to be fighting with them whilst you're in a pregnancy, possibly upset that you're pregnant, upset with the fact that you're going to go ahead with a pregnancy. This is somebody that wanted you to allow that said pregnancy. Some of them are hating the fact that you get on well with your progeny. I know. That your progeny doesn't tell you to F off and go suck your mother. Yes! Because they're getting all of this and that. This also represents an older female. It could be a sister. It could be somebody's, well, I don't know if it's a wife. Me no know whom she be, whomsoever that be, right? Could be a grandmother. Listen, you're thinking, oh, but grandma's harmless. Grandma is a bitter, backstabbing bitch that needs to be put in one of those, what, pyramids? And left for a million years. Bitter to the core. Don't like what you've got going on. They want to come through and destabilize what you've got going on. What else? What was that, CJ Brooks? You said yesterday, I said, don't let anyone's opinion. No, babe, I told you. CJ, lean in, big cat. Opinions are like arseholes, and some are loose and flatulent. Rely on the unseen, yeah? If you're ever unsure what to do in a situation, darling dears, you stir up the energy in your hand chakras and you rest it on your third eye. And you say to yourself, I already know the answer to this, whatever it is, fill in the blank. What is it? You say it 3 times, darling dears. And then you go on with your day. Because you will see the signs and signals of your answers. It may pop into your head. You may hear it on the TV, of the television. You may read it, but the answer will come to you. I told you, you are armed and dangerous. But you just have to realize how dangerous you are. Why? Because your light irritates their demons, black. Hey! They didn't break into an empty house. Well, go on, Eric Douglas. You good? Look at this. They don't like the fact that you don't fucks with them. What did Cardi B see? If you see me and I don't speak, it means I don't fucks with you. They don't like the fact that you won't speak to them. They should be grateful that you don't want to speak to them, big cat. Why? You're on such a level, you make them your Mitch bitch or bitch Mitch. We ain't taking prisoners. We kick ass, take names, and move forward. They don't like it. What's this? What's happening? The toxic amongst the toxicity. They're in a relationship where they're being beaten on, lied to, right? There's no balance, no harmony. Nobody's speaking the truth. Passive aggressive is permeated on a daily basis. And they're not getting the good. Because the good is being given to some other chicken head. Their partner is in contact with the horde. Yes! Their partner's in contact with the horde. And they're understand how you managed to get yourself out of that situation. I'll tell you how. By the sweat of your proverbial balls, Steve Mackner. Look at this. What did I just tell you? Trapped in fear in their heart chakra, darling dears. Whatever love relationship they're in. This ain't love, mate. This is Guantanamo Bay. This is F shit. Their heart chakra is blocked with fear, right? Where you feel everything can rise. They are mentally trapped in a situation where they're being abused, used, and possibly got a full-on STD in their nether regions. Nasty.com. They don't like the fact, right, that you what? Decided to pour into your heart chakra, darling dears. The green speaks about what? Acceptance of certain situations, being grateful, right? Finding the what? The big F and giving it to them. What's that? The forgiveness, darling dears. Sometimes you have to remember, because you haven't done your colon cleanse, certain things portrayed into sadness and loss, anxiety, all of that will come back up. Clean all that out, all that waste. You can't say you're clear and free until you've done that. And it's not easy. The pipe that they use, because they've got it inserted, it's not that much more than my finger. But bitch, it wasn't lovely. It wasn't. I didn't like it. My face. It was like this. I would never like it. I don't want to think about it, yeah? I don't want to talk about it anymore. Because I've got one more course to go through. Yes, baby. Mentally trapped. This is being emotionally abused. Some of them, somebody's also going to prison for what? Grape. Yes, baby. They wish you was in that position. Of what? Being the one that got the grape or the graper. Yes, baby. I can't say the word because YouTube don't like it. They'll come for me squat hair. And I'm not hard to find because I'm big and bold out here. Hey! Right. What else is the issue? Base chakra. You found your foundation, darling dear. You are grounded. We've got the one badass alchemist ways. As you say it, as you speak it into existence, darling dears, it is granted unto thee. This is also major arcana. Black line, I told you, is major arcana. I know it's the chakra, but it's okay then. Psychic chakra oracle. Whatever! Allow me. I didn't remember the name. If you remember, put it in the something. I've got the book. But I haven't got the time, darling dear, and I haven't got the hairline for it, mate. I'm not looking for it. No. Right? As I was saying, your base chakra. You understand where you belong on this Malkuth, darling dear. It's also represented by Aries as well as Scorpio energy. Call on Archangel what? Samael. S-A-M-A-E-L. Right? For strength. I don't like the fact that you've made a stable foundation for yourself. One that you built by your damn self. By, as I said, the sweat of your proverbial balls. They don't like it. Don't like it, and they would like you to stop it immediately. Because where they are, it's not fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Again, major arcana. This is the Chariot, Cancer energy on its face. Stagnant and stuck amongst the codependent, right? Not living their truth. Right? They fought. They thunk. Why are they not? They're not happy. They thought that this separation between you and them would be temporary. They thought you'd be back for another what? Another what? Effing over without the Vaseline. They fought. They thunk. They don't like the strength that you show. You're determined, darling dears. As they were determined to beat it out of you, all right, confuse your cranium, you circumvented this. This person is what? Aggressive, right? And whatever they tried against you is a cohesive failure, right? If they've got a partner, their partner is jealous of you, darling dears. Imagine that. They went through the horde and found one in particular that's jealous of you. Oh well, bitch. Did she get your left and right profile. He or she. Let them be jealous. You can't stop them, just like they can't stop your success, darling dear. This also speaks about somebody who is violent to you. It could be verbally, mentally, emotionally, or physically. Excuse me. This person has had to cancel a lot of plans they had for you. Plans to bring what obstacles into your situation. Please excuse me. This person is not secure and they are not relying on their inner guidance. Why? Their guidance comes straight from the devil, blood. And that's the Lord of confusion. Oh, final one from this deck. They didn't want whatever situation they had with you going on to end. They wanted you to stay there and continue to take whatever they wanted to serve you, right? This person is fraught and filled with regret. World card on its face. Earth and Saturn energy, as well as Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. This person is what? Disappointed that you didn't what? Stay amongst the foolish actions. I told you this person gave you what? Misophonia. And what? Pisanphobia. Yes. Look. Whomsoever they are drinking. They're drinking, drugging it up. And full of filth and fraught with what? Spiritual lessons. Major arcana. On its face, the 11 is the justice, darling dear. This person was extremely unjust to you. Did a lot of wicked to you. And wanted you to stay in it. This is why they're mad. I tell you many times. Eleanor Roosevelt said, right, you must go so... They will all, no matter what you do, they're going to criticize the big cat. They're going to talk about you. But go so far so you can't hear the bottom feeders. Especially from your what? Your pedestal. Let's get to deck 2. I don't know what this is called. Please put it in the comments. I know the book is here, but I'm not going to look for it. I did almost look for it, didn't I? I know I nearly got caught up with that. They don't like it. They don't like your heart, darling dear. They don't like that you're kind, compassionate, truthful. You have honor, loyalty. You're righteous and courageous. Yes, you're Bashida Reedy. They don't like that you have that healing heart. You don't realize that your heart is big. They don't realize that your heart has space for everything. Teachings from Father God Most High, abundance. They don't like the fact that when you meet your significant other, that they are going to get the love that they took for granted. Mmmmhmmm. Where's my shit? Let's dispel that negative blood clot because we don't like that energy. It's full of what fucking is blood? What else is irritating them about you? You who's minding your own business, right? Trying to get a ticket to the moon so you can get away. Look at this. I didn't even know this card was mixed in with that. It's for a reason. What's this? They don't like the fact that you're celebrating yourself. 3 of Cups, darling dear. It could be with feminine energy. This is also a third party. They don't like the fact that you are not what? Putting up with that in your parliament. You're not having it, mate. It causes what? Mental destabilization. And what? Possibly being brown bread. Because it comes with a full-on STD. And it's female energy. Feminine energy. Could be as many as 3 of them that don't like you. Them don't like you. Base of the deck. Why? Because you're the star, blood. You broke those bonds and chains, those dysfunctional generational curses. You've got miracles popping off in your life, left, right, and center. Why? Because you chose to heal and you understood you can't heal the world. You can only heal thyself. And as you heal, you raised your vibration. This is why you're finding your soul family. This is why all your bills are paid. This is why opportunities keep smacking you across the face. They don't like none of that shiznai, subconsciously pouring away what no longer serves you, relying on spirit, darling dear, being what? Ascended. They don't like it. Some of them don't like the fact that you broke the bond between them, that hellacious bond. You can't be shackled to the devil. No! Especially if you know me, you really can't. You can't, black. Because I'll be fighting, you'll be fighting, we'll all be fighting. Hey, what else? I don't like the fact, right? Your growth, your perseverance, the forgiveness, darling dear. I know it's not easy sometimes, but you have to forgive them. But before you forgive them, forgive yourself, because you allowed it to be perpetrated against you. Even if you said nothing, it speaks of agreement. If you stayed, it speaks of agreement. If you took them back, it speaks of agreement. Until you decided to be what? Gandalf the white blood, Gandalf the grain fabulous. No. When you said this goes no further and broke that chain. The chain of what? Skulldugger's events that was fraught and filled with zemblanity. Law 10 of the 48 laws of power. You decided to avoid them. Like the plague that they are. Pile 2. They are watching you, mate. They are trying to what? They are full-on analysts. They're trying to analyze your behavior. They might count your pentacale. Yes! They're wondering where you're getting it from. And it's a bitch or a Mitch. Or a Mitch bitch. This is what? The Hangman. Water as well as Neptune energy. A situation that you previously sacrificed yourself to, darling dears. You gave back that wood. They don't like the fact that you've removed yourself from a situation. This also speaks about imprisonment. Excuse me, Ma, that was a spiritual belt. Because I speak the truth, roof. Pink is up. You released yourself from a situation because you was dealing with the toxic. Those that didn't want better for you. Those that wanted you to keep you in other words. And it doesn't go with your eyelashes. Are you kidding me, blood? You chose to leave situations where there was no love, where you weren't celebrated. I tell you this many times, big cat. And sometimes it's a very hard pill to swallow. Only go where you are loved. Only go where you are celebrated. Only go where there's equal give and take. Don't beg anyone for their time. And don't put yourself in uncomfortable situations when you already know them to be what? Agent Smith affiliate. A full-on Judas in a Peter suit. We've got no time for the doppelgangation of it all. Time is of the essence. They don't like it. Oh well. What else do we need to know? We're already at the 58. Pile 2. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the 5 of Pentacles on its face. They don't like the fact that good luck, fate, destiny is on your side, darling dear. This is major arcana. And the 5 of Peas in the reverse means what? You ain't lonely, blood. When you have Father God as your bestie, mate, you need nothing else. Right? This is also speaking about change. The way you've changed things around. You've had a metaphoric rise. You went from no Pentacles to what? 5 Pentacles strong. 5 Pentacles. This also speaks about what? 5 streams of income. Whatever you turned around, darling dear. Can't you see them holding their heart? They're having angina. Yes! This is represented by the 2 of Wands, darling dear. On its face. As they're stagnant and stuck in the same juju and bad luck they wished on you. They're watching you win. If you've got progeny, they wanted you to be out in the cold, right? With your progeny living off the fat of the land, blood. The fat of the land. That alone makes me want to what? Come out swinging with my best game. Not at them, darling dear. I mean swinging mentally. I told you, you big cat are professor of the puzzle. All answers come from within. They don't like the fact you turned your life around and they're still stuck in the same shiznai. Rinse and repeat. toxic cycles. They hate you because you removed yourself from the toxic cycle, realizing that you was above the F shit. You realize that you're too effing gorgeous for what was going on. You're too pretty. You're too pretty for that. You get the palms, darling dear. You are. You was too pretty. Too gorgeous. Fabulous and lovely for what was being perpetrated. Thank you very much, T. Marie. Going straight into the Big Cat Chronicles. Where's my pen? Listen. Oh, fairies are playing with me. Yeah. You moved away from a toxic situation that was stagnant, right? The ones is about what? Them not even taking action to help themselves out of a situation. They'd rather count your pentacles, right? From 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue. I told you already, it's the 2 streets over from the loser lane in the district of the damned. Where what? They are living with either Jason or Freddy. Yes! Base of the deck, right? They don't understand how you're able to share the love that you still have. Why? Your love comes from Father God as you poured it into yourself. You must see this message, right? They are destabilized by the fact that you are emotionally healed. They wanted you to be broken. They wanted you to get a big fensic. They wanted you to be barking at passing cars, worrying about what a tree sloth does at night. The same thing it does in the day, blood. Be skullduggerous! Don't worry about that. No, Scotty. It's not for you. What's this? 3 of Pentacles. They're worried about the fact that you are a studious. You don't have to get what book certificates that you're learned, darling dear. You are a master crafts person of your field, right? This talks about teamwork, contracts. It also speaks about marriage. And did I say it speaks about the spine, the Sputnik, the mouth breathers, all? They're seeing you what? Get helping hands. People appreciating your work, darling dear. They're seeing you be blessed and receive certificates, as they say in Jamaica. They don't say, they say certificate. Listen, my mum said it so many different ways, blood, but each one was not certificate. You dare correct a Jamaican lady when they said what they said, blood? Listen. They don't like the fact that you're winning while they're sinning. Thank you very much, Angel Love. That's a euro. Where are you, Angel Love? You're in Europe, obviously, but where in Europe? Yes, baby, them don't like it. Them don't love it. They're not fascinated by your glow up. They're only watching to see you fail. But you have perseverance. You have growth. You've got discipline, right? You've got serendipity. This, I didn't see that. You've got your tribe, darling dear. Your soul tribe coming through. And the 8 is about what? Your instinct care for others. This is what is causing the transformation in your life. Anytime you see a flag on a tarot card or oracle deck, it talks about transformation out of confusion. Why? Can't you see the birds? Your higher self, mate. They came for you. They was like, bitch, you okay? Roll over onto your back. They don't like that. You've got an unfinished symphony. I told you, Big Cat. You are a masterpiece. Piece de resistance. In the working. It's all about you. Focus on you. It's about your dignity. When they wanted hockey sticks at dawn, you gave them law 16, your shapely back. When you was going for your darkest night of the soul, where you had to what? Cry like a baby and cool into the night. Your ancestral team came for you. The unfinished symphony. Continue to what? Dance in the rain while everyone else gets wet. Come through. Bob Marley. Because bitch, they need what's it? What do you call them? Ophthalmologist. Yes, baby, for them high chakra blood. It's full of hate and envy. A spiritual I can't even say it anymore. Mercury retrograde is not going to allow me to say it. Optometrist. For them high. Yes. Your discipline, darling, dear. It's gangster. Your growth gaining off the chain. And did I say the big P? The perseverance? You understood if you persevered in a situation, it would have been what? Earmarked for insanity. Use perseverance amongst dark souls. Those that deserve the Matthew 10:14, and you fully understand Proverbs 26:11. That only a fool will return to his folly, and only a dog returns to his vomit. But bitch, you big cat. Cats don't eat vomit. Split the deck. Two of Swords. Refusing to see them, see everything, blood. I told you. If they could get a job, right, it would be with the MI5, but they wouldn't hire a bottom feeder like this. Why? They've got issues in the background, credit check and all of that. Criminal cases, right? Being involved with people that can't lift them up. They see everything that's going on with you. And this is the temperance on its face. Drinking, drugging it up, right? Or they're perpetrating or putting it out there that you're doing said she's naive. Let them say what they want to say, because every time they speak, your ancestral team writes that shit down and goes straight to do the usher to God, who sees everything. They don't like it. Any more messages for Power 2 before we push off? Right? Because we've got to push off. I'm so enjoying your company, Taurus. Chorus. Oh, glad you could pop in. Final message for my pile twos. Why is your light irritating them? Listen. They don't like you are standing in your authority. This is the Hierophant. The Taurus card. They don't like the fact that you're learning higher things. They don't like the fact that they can't get the level of loyalty you offer to the tableau. They don't like it. They don't like the fact that some of you are in positions to teach others, possibly teaching progeny, right? Maybe their progeny, because the Hierophant also represents what? A union. What's behind that, bitch? Baby. Hey! Listen, if you're going to get a final 3, let it be 3 major arcana, darling dear. Having broken the bonds, you broke some kind of situation where they possibly used your religious factors against you, right? Downgraded your spirituality, made you feel all sorts of left over, right? Because why? You can't be tempted by them again. You can't. You see them before they come. Could be somebody with blue eyes. Oh, somebody's going to be getting the laser eye treatment. Good luck, darling dear. I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm just saying, look, allow me, yeah? Allow me. Spiritual lessons, darling dear. Divine wants you to continue to be strong, focus forward, because you are indeed breaking generational curses. And as you break a curse, you're able to create a foundation. Continue. Some of you are actually writing books, and it could be about healing, it could be about dignity, or celebrating a divine feminine within. I'm hearing some kind of a fantasy tale, some kind of a space, lost in space kind of a thing. I don't know, different worlds. Oh, time travel. Okay, I like a bit of time travel myself, but not with a bottom feeder. They can't come back, blood. Base of the deck. Because you're winning, darling dear. A new job. Your health is looking good. You're doing the Benjamin or Benjamina buttons. And the fact that people celebrate you. This is about hands, right? Hands of God in your life, darling dear. And you're being supported by all nationalities. Darling dears. Patronize. Or not patronize. Patronize. Patronage. Patronage. I'm having one of those Oh God, I was having that brain fart, not having it. They don't like the fact of what you can call in for yourself, darling dears. Right? Don't like it. Oh, well, good. Right, that's it. I'm leaving now. I'm very busy and I'm also very hungry. I've made myself salmon with new potatoes, cabbage, all in a bowl with my onions and all my seasoning. I want to eat it like this. Big cat bites. Yeah? Let's get some final messages. They're around here, darling dears. This is for both decks, darling dears. We're going to use Ye Old Kipper because we're already at the 70-minute mark. No weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper. This is the teeth in reverse on its face, darling dear. Whomsoever was dealing with a harlot, right, and a cut purse that wasted your time, they are stuck in a situation that they co-created for themselves. Base of the deck. And did I tell you that they are pressed, pumped, and perturbed? Pile 1 and 2. They are spying on you on the internet, and everything is giving them angina. This whole community that wanted you to fail, darling dears. Family, friends, back, front, neck, tabbing snakes straight out of slivering and licking the devil's balls. They're going to have to watch. Shut up, darling dears. This also speaks about, I'm also hearing about a child custody case. They're not going to succeed. You're going to be victorious in this child custody case. Look, great fortune. Told you. They're watching and spying. And it's rocking their heart chakras. Right? No! Pressed, pumped, and perturbed. Let them be. In the words of Paul McCartney, whispered words of wisdom. Let it be. Base of the deck. You're going to be caught in new things. This is what they don't like. Look, you got a whole 10. Some of you are actually going on the journey, possibly by train. But it's a journey, darling dears. It's not about the end goal. It's the journey that you went through to become Big Cat. Head of your lineage. Breaker of generational curses. Maker of what generational wealth that your grandchildren will eat from. And they are specifically irritated with the fact that they can't do you nothing. It's irritating the demons, mate, making all sorts of what Guantanamo Bays in their cranium. You did that situation and you're not going back. Because you know it's fraught and filled with the bad juju of it all. Pay no attention. Let it be like fodder on the winds. Let them be jealous. And don't look at their social media. You want to know what's going on? Come here. Why? I'm here every day and I do the usher. Yeah. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddler of the Teesprings, where I have a plethora of paraphernalia that will surely titillate your fancy, or take the hop, skip and jump to the Patreon, where you will have access to all the extended reads. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. It's not fabulous. Water so lovely. You left that hellacious situation for a reason. You're starting to look younger. Your bank account is fat. Your soul tribe is coming towards you. Continue to focus on the bag, blood. Focus on the bag. Because the greater you get, the more you sock it to them. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat. Yes. Let them watch. As you what continue with the tales from the big chair as the Big Cat Chronicles continues. Namaste.